Hi-ho, everyone. My name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast. In today's episode, we just recently celebrated it because, well, this is future Fruit talking to past Fruit, which you're about to listen to. We actually got to everything we listed for this episode, which is incredible, which contains, but is not limited to, Destiny 2. Blue has been excited about it. Rob doesn't understand.
He loves the story.
I get some food delivered. Specifically, the Chipotle quesadilla. We break that down. Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's new. What do we think about it? A lot of video games coming up that I'm excited about, but apparently no one's really ever heard of. I made a giant Pokemon tier list of literally every Pokemon, and Blue was definitely not upset about anything.
I was upset about some things.
Okay, maybe, yeah. Not important. Just and much more, as well as some questions and answers at the end. So stay tuned for this episode. Love you guys. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the only 20 million star rated podcast on
20 now.
iTunes. Yep. 20 million, granted.
You know what's weird about the GG Easy stock? It only goes up, never goes down.
Yeah, we are publicly traded.
Some say the bubble will burst.
You can buy in. We're going to the moon. We're not actually publicly traded. We're not even a company. Okay, that's not important.
Are we gonna get sued for saying that?
Might be. But I do know. I remember to do a podcast review.
Oh, he didn't forget.
That's right, baby. 70.
I was gonna do one last week, but my phone was dead.
78 or 79 episodes, and you know what? We nailed it. It's like we've been doing this for over a year and a half. Very well deserved, says Maynard. The A is a 4, of course, and there's 2 R's.
Oh,
classic.
Thanks,
that means they're cool.
Classic.
Sick.
Rated 5 stars, of course.
Obviously.
I've been listening to this podcast since the very beginning, and I listen to every episode at least twice while waiting for the new one. The recent hype on Destiny 2 has really made me want to get back into it, and I'm very grateful for that. This podcast allows me to have a break throughout my crazy busy life, and I'm truly grateful.
That's the same.
Thank you,
made
Maynard.
we made you want to play Destiny again?
Well, not you, Rob.
Not you, Rob.
Specifically,
we know how you feel.
Well, okay, hold on. Now that we're on the topic of Destiny, Blue, I have to ask you. You tweeted, like, I know I give a lot of shit to Destiny, but I'm in on the story now. Like,
dude,
what could have possibly happened that I need to all of a sudden I need to take the Destiny story seriously?
Well, okay, so let me give a quick rundown. Historically, Destiny's story has been held together by tape and WD-40. It has been non-existent. Even in Beyond Light, which is supposed to be like, yo, this was supposed to be Destiny 3, but like we were like, no, let's put it in the game. And I was like, damn, this is gonna be an awful story for a new game.
It was just thick robots.
It was just I'm a fat fallen with the dump truck ass who can freeze things now. Ooh, fear me. Also, the darkness is bad, and you can wield the darkness bad. And it's like, damn, I have no clue what's going on. Whereas now we have like actual antagonist who is like, yo.
Is that the Cabal dude who's like?
That's the Cabal chick.
It's a woman.
Bow down to me, guy.
Where she's like, hey.
It's a woman.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
And it's
what's up?
It's pronounced Kalahalal.
It's Keitel. Thank you very much. Nope, it's Keitel.
Pretty sure it's
Keitel.
Waddle.
No, it's pretty clearly Keitel.
Whatever. All right. You know what? Some of us are wrong.
Anyways,
I'm right. It's right. What?
We've actually had straight up like dialogue. We've had character cutscenes. We've had like you go to the helm.
Unfortunately,
no. Only the high quality cutscenes are in 30 FPS. Otherwise, like the character dialogue, when you go to the helm table, it's all in-game dialogue. It's all in-game story. No, but it's good because you actually get dialogue. Like the characters actually show up on your screen, like BioShock style. You know how like you're playing the game and the characters come in like, Zavala, you like poo poo, but then Zavala's like, no, Osiris, you like pee pee,
and then Saladin's like, I'm so raspy, I hate everything.
Yeah, and Saladin's like, oh, I'm a bitch all the time.
And then
Aldrin is like, and then Aldrin is like, yeah, you are kind of a. He's like, yeah, you are kind of a bitch, but philosophically. And
like,
I don't know. It's cool having all these.
To fight.
It's cool having all these characters actually like have like interactions and talk to each other instead of like going to a vendor and the vendor being like, go poo poo on the darkness.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Story
okay,
complete.
but
Yeah, like I'll do that.
But like this season is so good because like characters are talking to each other, characters are interacting. You have things that are actually happening when you go like each week. You have characters by the helm table like resolving something. The battlegrounds actually like you finish it and like the characters are like, yeah, so like Cabal bad. Damn, what if Cabal aren't that bad? What if like
They
philosophically,
do good.
you know, like what if Cabal are just like us and just trying to survive? Fuck you, dude.
Whoa.
No, they're bad. It's just very nice to have characters doing character things, and the strike is like might as well be a story mission, which is
Strike
tight.
was awesome.
The strike was sick.
With the guitar little riff at the end.
So it's like historically, Destiny is like go here, punch bad. Character says witty punchline. Ooh, something about Cade being dead. He's dead. Move on, guys. Move on. He's dead. Story complete. But
Dude,
now
you
it's
can't
like
tell me to get over that. He's been
now
with
it's
me
po-
since day
now it's-
one.
If it wasn't Nathan Fillion, I would have been over it. But the fact that we no longer have Nathan Fillion is what I'm upset about.
now it's
You know how
politics.
long ago that was? We were at E3
resolution.
when that was announced.
It is tight. I like it. I am down with Destiny's story if they keep doing it like this. Stop doing that Beyond Light and Shadowkeep bullshit where you have to do stories. Finish the story, Bungie.
What? But like, you say finish the story. I don't even know what they need to finish.
Exactly.
Like, what is
and
the?
this season was the first time I felt like, damn, I actually know what's going on, and I didn't have to read 8 pages of lore.
Yeah, I refuse to
Grimoire.
read lore. I'll agree with Blue on this. The way they've done story is pretty cool this season. Like every week, log in. There's new interactions. The quest or whatever is the exact same, but you do it just to get more story. And then there's been occasional cutscenes. Like this week had a full 3D cutscene. Previously, there was like a cool 2D drawn cutscene, which is still better than what we've ever gotten. So I like the way they're going with it. Would love to see it continue like this. And as a casual too, it's nice because I can like hop on for like 2 hours. I'm like, cool. I'll come back next
Casual,
reset.
bro. You're a Destiny YouTuber.
Right. You're right. I'm sorry. So as a Destiny YouTuber, I really like it. And the way they tied the battlegrounds into this strike they just added, and then the strike was really cool. Yes, Rob.
What is Battlegrounds?
That's just the new seasonal activity. So essentially what's happening is the Cabal have this weird thing where they need honor and they have to impress Kydal or Ottle. And so they have this ancient ritual thing that they do because they're like a warrior race. And so what they do is they essentially challenge people, and it's all these Cabal warlords trying to be like, yo, I'm sick enough, put me on like your war council, Kydal. And so they keep invading, and we have to be like, nah, get out of here. And so that's what Battlegrounds are. And essentially, Kydal has been trying to get the Vanguard to come on the War Council and essentially be her little puppets. But she's like, peace. But really, she's just like, I want to control you guys because we have a common enemy currently. But, of course, the Vanguard and whatever his face
Cabal?
is. No, the blue dude. His name Zavala. I was gonna say Shax. I was like, that's not it. Zavala is like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not your little, puppet. And so it's all this. And of course, he's like, we need you to fix everything, Guardian, because we rely solely on you for absolutely everything. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem very healthy, but I'll do it. Yes, Rob.
Can I talk about a spoiler that I saw on the timeline? And I don't know if this is it's Destiny related. So if you are into Destiny's story at all, I guess.
If you haven't played it by
Granted,
now,
if they're that into it though, they probably already know.
Yeah, they probably actually
and it's not,
care
it's
about
not
the
like
spoiler.
there's nothing this season that's like, whoa.
Okay,
Like
then,
completely
but
out
it
there.
might be something where it wasn't even like it could have been a totally different season. I missed it. The Prince guy. What's his face?
That was
Is
this
he
week.
back?
He's been back for 2 seasons.
He's been back for 2 seasons.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I saw that. I saw that on the timeline.
This was
and I didn't know
basically
that.
the lead up to his reveal.
Yeah. Because so far he's been amongst the Vanguard, but they didn't know.
He's been among us. Boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom,
God.
boom.
Shark jumps in. Did I hear among?
Get out of my
Can you
head.
imagine if like 8 boxes came up? Like, hey guys,
Yeah. Bing, 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 bing. So yeah, Aldrin Sav has been back, That's a whole other story thing. The story
That was actually really cool, the symbolism, by the way, because in the original cutscene with Forsaken, you have Cade on the ground and Aldrin shooting. But then in this cutscene, they're in the light and Zavala is holding his hand out for Aldrin. It's sick.
We're tight, dude. Yeah. So anyway,
that's cool. Like at least like there's something you guys like at least there's like something you guys get to listen to now.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll just keep playing for day one raids.
Yeah, I respect it. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And thankfully, the seasonal challenges make it easy to actually level up the season pass because I'm like level 80 something.
You've been grinding. You've been grinding.
Which previously in a Destiny season, I think the best level I'd ever gotten on a battle pass was like 30. So,
Blue, you're back in your toxic relationship with Destiny again.
I'm in 2 equally toxic relationships.
Then,
that's not
Final Fantasy.
Shadowbringer, which is free to play.
Oh, the honeymoon stage is over with Final Fantasy.
I'm still in 1 toxic relationship. My Final Fantasy one is toxic because I get on and raid, and then I get sad because I'm not raiding. Because you have to put 8 people together for raids, so I can't be raiding 24/7, and it makes.
Why don't you have like the BlueWestlo's house, like Bear in the Big Blue House, like Blue in the Big Blue House, and you just have a big raid team.
But it's impossible because you can't just have 8 people ready to raid constantly.
But you're BlueWestlo.
Just tweet it out. There's like 80 million people in the podcast every time. Like, yo, I started playing.
You're the face of Final Fantasy.
I'm ready to fight E27s and
no. It doesn't work that way because you actually have to use like actual brain power to finish these raids. Like in Destiny, you can just like struggle bust through raids. In Final Fantasy, there's like strats and shit, and like. There's like uptime strats I like using. So like if the other team can't use uptime strats and adjust for me to get my 99 parse, then like what's the point of even raiding? Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you can't do that 99 parse.
Destiny raid sounded like that.
Yeah. So anyways, the point is
instead it's go up or go.
I did yes. The point I'm back in relationship with Destiny. But it's because it's a really good season.
It definitely has been an improvement.
Destiny gave you a really nice purse, Blue, that you really liked and wanted.
And then next season's gonna be trash, and I'm not gonna play for 3 months.
And then Destiny's gonna forget about your anniversary and something that meant a lot to you, and didn't show up for it. And
you're gonna ghost them. And...
I feel like me and Fruit represent the average player, though. Like we love the game when it's good, but we fucking hate it when it's bad.
But of course, everyone's like, bro, you're only allowed to play 1 game and you have to love it. And even if you don't, you can only play that game. Otherwise, you're like a shill and you don't actually like the game. And that's not how that works. So anyway, I did see somebody tweet to me today, in fact, that they installed Destiny for the very first time because of my videos. So Bungie, I'm expecting the check in the mail soon. I'll take 1% of 1% of what Eververse gets you guys.
Same. Yeah,
if that's, I feel like that's fair.
I agree.
Yeah, is the silver store popping, Blue? Like, did you buy any?
Surprisingly, I have only spent $10 worth of silver this season.
Oh,
Mr. Fruit, your rebuttal?
None.
I have.
It's all gone towards Apex.
Unfortunately,
I also have a pretty nice little stash of bright dust that I'm burning through right now. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did buy stuff from the Eververse, but I either already had the bright dust or the coins, so I haven't put in more.
Okay, well, if we're talking about silver, I already have. Then I have spent $30 worth of silver this season.
That's not bad.
Understandable. So anyway, that's Destiny off the list. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at us.
Shit out of here.
Second, as announced today, very thoughtful of them to always do this for the podcast.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima is officially announced to be a movie.
Woo!
Oh my!
The director of John Wick, correct?
Yes, the director of John Wick is set to make
what?
A Ghost of Tsushima movie.
What? It's gonna be sick then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, as soon as I saw John Wick director, I went, "I'm in."
And some people are already like, "Who should play Jin Sakai? Maybe it should be this person." How about we just do the voice actor? Who they literally modeled. He is Jin Sakai. You could just use him. He literally is him. He's already an actor. Put him in the movie. Thanks. That'd be sick.
Christian Miller. Hear me out.
Oh my gosh, Hollywood's whitewashing it. No thanks. It would be very whitewashing. So, yeah, would love to see that actor, but like all in all, the story's freaking fantastic. And then
still a game I need to play or like explore.
Yeah, honestly, here in the news, I want to go back and I'm probably going to play New Game Plus. And
but you haven't played it on the PS5 though, right?
No, so I get to play New Game Plus with 60 frames, and I never replay games, so that's how you know. It's dope.
You replay Destiny.
Okay, well, that's completely. It's not important. And yeah, that's literally all we know. It was announced, but that's all I need to know to get hyped.
Over under 2024 is the release year.
I'll say 2023.
You think we get it then?
Yeah. But whatever it is, it won't be soon enough. And again, I cannot understate how excited I am for that.
Is
film.
it gonna have what I feel like movies have the problem of? Like with a video game, you have countless hours of a way to tell a story. With a movie, it's only really 2 hours.
I think because the beauty
what do you
of
think they're gonna do?
Well, the beauty of this is it's an open world game, so all the side stories and stuff.
You can pick like a quest, maybe, or something.
Well, all the side stories and stuff are probably gonna fall to the wayside. Maybe they'll like bring in some characters here and there that if you played the game, you could be like, "Hey, I know that person."
You'll be the Leonardo DiCaprio.
But otherwise, if you follow just the main story, and you were to put together all that as well as the cutscenes, I mean, that probably is the movie. I wouldn't doubt it, and I think it would make a really good movie. So yeah, I'm pumped, and normally I'm not one to be pumped about a movie or a story if I already know the spoilers, obviously, because like I know what happens. But in this case, I don't care if I know everything that's gonna happen. Just being able to see it on the silver screen is gonna be sick.
You're a manga reader in this instance.
Yeah, manga.
You should talk to Claire about it. Be like, hey, babe.
Although. Bro, if there's some parts in the game that made me cry, I'm thinking about it now. If they do that on screen, oof.
I don't think a game has ever moved me to tears.
What? Really?
Ever? No.
Right,
I don't think.
No game has ever made me cry as much as BioShock Infinite. That one made me just weep like a baby.
I don't think I've ever been that invested into a game. Like even Kingdom Hearts, I was too young to like. I don't know. I'm
old and I don't understand Kingdom Hearts.
Well, like I'm just talking about the scene where like he just gets home and like Donald Duck pops up and then Kyrie's like, "You're home." Like that part, you don't really need to understand. Oh,
where'd you go, Rob?
It's
Rob?
Light Bill. Bill.
He's in a tunnel.
Light Bill.
Oh,
I got it.
Okay, he just sent the.
Hey, Thomas Edison. Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting a call from my buddy Thomas.
Tom, how you doing? Eddie.
That's one of my favorite Family Guy jokes. He's like, he calls the number and he's like, "Wait, is this 7?" He's like, "No, this is 4." He's like, "Oh, wrong number. Sorry."
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that as a whole is going to be absolutely fantastic, and I have faith because it is the John Wick director. So
that's the only reason why I have any sort of faith.
I'm hoping. I don't doubt now that like the action and stuff will be nailed, and I love Eastern kind of movies like that, and frankly, we don't get much like that. So if it like popularized that some more,
and when we do, we get Tom Cruise.
The Last Samurai.
I've never seen that movie.
Tom Cruise.
Is it bad or is it good?
It's actually a pretty good movie.
I've actually heard decent things about it.
It's a pretty good movie. It's just like
why is it Tom Cruise?
Why is it Tom Cruise?
Yeah. You're just sitting there the whole movie like,
no way that flies nowadays. Like if that movie was to come out,
rightfully so, it wouldn't fly.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, hey guys, we have this thing, we don't believe it'll do well enough, so we need a name behind it. Who's really hot right now? Tom Cruise.
Tom fucking Cruise.
But
The
it's
Last
a
Samurai
movie, guys.
Yeah, and they're like even
Tom
better.
Cruise.
Yeah, even better. Right. So yeah,
it's like that one movie. What's Matt Damon in? I heard that movie's bad. It's like a Matt Damon movie.
Oh my
where he's
god!
Like a samurai.
Fucking the wall
it's like
of China.
It's like a really.
Bro,
weird.
I was like, it can't be that bad, and I think I watched it on.
You saw it?
I think I watched it on like a foreign flight where it's free.
Oh,
otherwise, I don't think I would have ever. Because even I am like, I'll give things a chance, and that one I was like, yikes. So I was like, all right, well, I got nothing else to do, and it was a movie.
Like, who is like in their right mind? Like, oh, Matt Damon would do so well in a movie about the Wall of China. Holy crap!
Well, the sad part too is that wasn't even the worst part.
It was like the aliens were like the actual.
No,
it wasn't.
No, they weren't aliens. But
what were they?
The bizarre part.
Rob's like, tell me.
I'm not gonna watch it. I just know the things that they were fighting weren't like Mongolians. Like,
well, it's just like, yeah, Matt Damon cast anyway was just out there, and I think that was very much a thing of like, hey, we have a budget, we want to make this movie. I don't know how we're gonna sell it. We need one big name. We can afford Matt Damon. Throw Matt Damon in there, and Matt Damon probably got enough money. He's like, screw it, dude. So he did it, but it was garbage.
He did it, and
yeah, regardless of who they cast for Matt Damon character, even if they hadn't, it would not have saved that movie. Trash. Unfortunately. So.
Yeah, I need
0 on the Mr. Fruit scale. You heard it here first.
I don't know why that movie like popped in my head.
As you all know, I'm usually pretty lenient. Like if it's like, hey, I enjoyed it, or like, hey, it wasn't that bad. You know, I'm like, yeah.
Is it worse than Mark Wahlberg's Transformers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's
because like at least Mark Wahlberg's Transformers. One, I like Marky Mark, so when he's just on the screen, muscles.
Even if it's shit.
Yeah, well, it was pretty bad. But the salvageable stuff is like just cut out everything else and then just watch the robot fighting scenes. You know, at least there's something in there. Which
the last
again,
movie was decent.
That means we're 6 days away from Kong and Godzilla as of the day of this recording.
Oh, maybe we'll talk about that on the podcast next week. Maybe that'll be our homework next week.
That'll be tough because that one comes out like Friday at 12:01 a.m. or whatever.
Oh, it does.
So
you underestimate my sleep schedule, my ability to ruin my sleep schedule.
Yeah, I'll wake up early for it and we can record like midday. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that. But as far as just finishing up, I guess, on a little tangent about games that have like moved me that much. I know BioShock Infinite by far and away was like an anomaly for me. Pokemon's never moved me.
Pokemon, the first movie, didn't move you, bro?
Oh, we're not talking about movies. I'm talking about games.
As far
as a little kid, of course, I wept like a little thing when Ash turned to stone, dude. I'm over there like, ah! Like Pikachu. He's so sad.
He really tried to throw hands with the Mewtwo, bro.
There is.
I respect it, but he's an idiot.
I don't know if I've ever cried to a Pokemon game. I agree, but I think there was definitely some moments where I was like, got a little like, oh man, what the fuck? It was the Stuffle that gets left behind in Sun and Moon.
That was sad.
That shit hit me. Hurt my gooch.
But there was.
Has a game made you cry, Blue? Like any game?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
we're just in touch with our emotions, Rob.
Well, I cry at movies all the time. Like I love crying in movies.
What movie made me fucking
Safe Haven?
Bawl my eyes out? I think it was because I was so into Metal Gear Solid. The end of Metal Gear Solid 4 made me cry. I was so into Metal Gear Solid my entire life, and 4 was just like right in my meow, dude.
I guess. Oh, go ahead, Blue.
I think that's the only time I've like cried to a game.
The only time I'm thinking where I was moved, but I didn't cry, was Gears of War, and.
Oh, see, I feel like a lot of people would agree with you.
Like Gears of War 2 and Gears of War 3.
All around me are familiar
it's just a good game.
Faces.
Definitely like a franchise though that I think just needs to kind of stop. Like it had its time.
Past its prime.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time, but it's definitely time to stop.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima got me twice.
Cuphead.
I think, God of War, the ending. That was more move than cry, but definitely moved me.
Season of Opulence.
Well, because what people don't realize is like I remember seeing it on Reddit. It was really sweet or whatever. It was like a tweet, and I think it was like Cody Barlog. I think I said his name right. Who's like the lead on God of War? Said like this is why I make games or whatever. But it was like this girl talking about how, or whoever it might have been, was dealing with the death of their mother recently. And they played through God of War without realizing the whole entire story is Atreus and Kratos trying to bring their wife and mother's ashes to the place where she wanted to be like let her ashes fly over, and that's really the whole overarching journey. And so then they play through it, and then like help them cope with it and stuff, and like realize things. So that's really cool. I feel like there are a couple more. Well, I never finished it.
Oh my god, that was a repressed memory. Thanks for bringing that up, Rob.
Suddenly,
holy shit! I cried the first hour. It's like Up. You know how like the first.
Oh, first 5 minutes, dude. You're just
like the first
hour of
like the first 5 minutes of Up was like ball. That was me. Last of Us. The first 30 minutes of Last of Us, I fucking cried.
Really, I didn't remember. It was cool. I like the story, but
you're just like Joel running, right? And
but for me, like something like that could happen at the beginning, and it doesn't get me because I'm not invested yet. But if, like, let's say those same events happen at the end, it would have been probably completely different for me because once I'm invested in no characters, that's when it's more likely going to move me. But if it, like, hits me at the beginning, I'm like, whoa, but it doesn't have the same effect yet.
That's why it hit me, because it was at the beginning. It caught me off guard, and it hit me right in my Gucci.
It was rough, though.
Yeah, and then when that little kid dies, too, that was really sad in that game.
It hurt. Not really bad. I'm sad now. Thanks for that.
But there's probably been some other games.
But no tears of it. I don't know if it's because like I just understand that this is a video game, but like I cried at TV shows. I don't know. Weird.
It's just it has to be a good single player game that really immerses me. That's what it has to be. So anyway, it goes to Tsushima. Please be good. Either way, I'm definitely gonna watch you. Very excited.
Good or bad, he's gonna watch it.
Of course. Speaking of slicey, dicey, and period pieces, I was watching a whole bunch of videos today because for some reason I'm just unnecessarily excited for Hoods and Outlaws. I think I briefly mentioned this before.
I don't know what that is.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't hear like anyone talking about it, which is a shame. I think it comes out May 10th, and if you pre-order it, you get early access May 7th. So of course,
wow, Mr. Fruit.
Yeah, but I don't have a code unless it's on Epic Game Store, which I don't think it is. But if it is, code Mr. Fruit. Thanks. It's this. So let me just go ahead and say no single player, which I know a lot of people are bummed about. But it's a multiplayer heist essentially. So the way it is you go into a match or whatever, and you're trying to. It's supposed to be like in the same vein of like back in Robin Hood times, where you're stealing from the rich to give to the poor, whatever. So you guys are these hoods and outlaws, but you're essentially good guys. And you're invading these keeps to get their riches and get out. But you're also competing against another group of hoods and outlaws. So it's 4v4 in an entire map populated with NPCs and everything. And it's very stealth-based. It's very similar to like Assassin's Creed. And there's a whole bunch of different classes and stuff. But
is it kind of you can figure out how to do the heist? You can either go like run and gun in, or you can also do like a stealthy kind of.
Well, the thing is that you could have an entire plan, but if the other team just plays differently, it could completely ruin your plan. And like if they take the chest, you'll know, and you have to try and stop them. You have to try and like.
I haven't heard anything about this.
Yes, I think it looks pretty sick, but I haven't been hearing anything. But they've recently released a whole bunch of character videos, so I was watching it today. That comes out in May. I'm excited about it. We should definitely play it because it looks very interesting and a nice little spoof. And it's in medieval times, and literally,
we like medieval.
That's it for me.
Anywhere,
yeah.
Mr. Fruit.
There's the meme,
Mr. Fruit, medieval times. Oh,
yeah. There's
medieval
the meme
or Western, like Mr. Fruit,
like Wild West.
Yeah.
Medieval.
Okay.
Like if I had to rank them,
medieval or Japanese samurai.
See, if I had to rank. That's when it gets tough. Probably like, Japanese samurai might be tough. I can't choose between Japanese samurai. Maybe Japanese and medieval, Viking, pirates, Wild West, and then I'm sure there's some others that I could place in there. But the top three are the typical for me: medieval, Japanese, and Viking. But yeah, it's like that Japan meme, like Mr. Fruit. Any location, not Japan. Like actually, Japan. Woo! Same thing with like medieval and stuff. So I'm 100% gonna try it anyway. It looks really sick.
May 10th.
May 10th. Well, May 7th. with early access. But I bring that up because that's obviously a little ways away, May. However, April is right around the corner, and quite a few things coming out I'm excited for. Obviously, April 1st, we've talked about it, Outriders. Now, I don't know, Rob, are you even going to try and play it?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything, and like I don't know what it is or what I'm doing or how to play it, and if I'm playing with a group or if you guys have a group, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't? We had a whole podcast. It's a looter shooter.
Yeah,
that's
but
not a live service game.
See, but like you guys didn't sound too hype on it.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not hype on it yet because I don't know everything to expect, but also I kind of want to go in blind to looter shooters at this point in the game. But also, Mr. Fruit seemed pretty excited about it, so I was going to give it a try.
Well, and I do know somebody who apparently got full access to the game with dev commands because they wanted him to like make some content. So he's doing all the endgame stuff right now. He got to see all the legendaries. And he said endgame's very Diablo-esque, but he's cautiously optimistic, and he thinks it might not be an incredible event, but I think people will be happier than the current sentiment going into the game. So that's something.
Destiny killer, you're saying?
No. But as long as endgame's fun, like that's the biggest thing for me. So at the very least, though, that should be like a week of fun, hopefully, playing through the story and then getting to the endgame and deciding if it's something I want to commit to further. But we have that, and then we have Century Age of Ashes, which I recently made a video on. Again, not hearing anyone talk about it. You ride dragons and fight other people. That's the game.
I saw you playing it on Twitch, and you were carrying and losing.
Yeah.
Like every other game you play.
Well, I was carrying every game. But why doesn't that just do it for people? Apparently, maybe some marketing issues, but you ride dragon. The game graphically is fantastic.
I don't know. I feel like the real dragon riding wave kind of left in 2018.
Are you saying
with How to Train Your Dragon? I feel like if you came out with it then maybe
I don't know about
the traction you're looking for.
But
have you seen those movies, by the way?
I have. They're great.
They're good. They're great.
Of course I have, because one, it has dragons, and two, it's Viking. Of course I've seen them.
Toothless is cute.
He is. Point being, it's free to play too. It's coming out to Steam, and then it's later coming to PlayStation 5 and possibly other consoles. But it's coming to Steam, free to play.
What do you do? I saw you. It almost looked like you were going through rings. Like
well, so that's one of the game modes. So there are classes currently. There's Marauder. I don't know if it's Vanguard, but we'll just call it Vanguard. Marauder, Vanguard, and Phantom. Those classes change your rider appearance, but also your dragons or your wyverns and the abilities you get. So the Phantom, for instance, you get like a sleeker looking wyvern, a little speedy, and your ability is when it's up, your ultimate, whatever, you can go invisible, and then when you exit, your next fireball does like extra damage, and they have all these different things. So then you go into PvP matches. It's only PvP, which some people turn off. That's literally what I look for. So, of course, for me, I might say
they want like a story.
I don't know, but it's literally like, see, I think here's the problem for me. I'm like, man, this is a game I would make, and then I realized there's like no traction for it now. It's like maybe this is why I shouldn't make games, because the games I love always die. So I'm hoping it gets a good player base, and the fact that it's free to play to start is definitely the right decision, because we have something like Rocket Arena we can look at, which is great concept, great idea, great execution, and then EA is like, hey, we're gonna charge $35 for it, and then have microtransactions. Whereas if you just and currently, I think Steam concurrent player count is now at 5 players, and it's been out for a couple months. Yeah, it's that bad. Whereas if you just made it free to play, microtransactions, you start with a bigger base, way more likely for your game to have longevity. Whatever, I can get into that some other time. But it's free to play. You freaking fight other dragons. You chase them. You breathe fire. But there's different game modes. So the one you saw was Capture the Flag, where somebody on your team has to grab the flag and then fly through 10 gates in one go with the flag to win. So then you need your other friends to be like on your back. Because while you have the flag, you can't do anything except fly. You can't use any abilities. You can't attack. So you need your friends to cover you, and you got to outmaneuver people fighting you and stuff. And the flying and everything is actually really intuitive. It all just works, and yeah, it's really fun. So I'm hoping that picks up, but I'm looking forward to grinding that game. And then there's also another free-to-play PvP game coming out that Rob and I actually just played called Knockout City.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
I actually really had fun.
I'm excited for that because, again, it's another just jump in and play some PvP games. It's, if you haven't heard of it, it is they don't know how to put it as a genre, but it's
like dodgeball.
It's dodgeball. That is the core of the game. You have a ball. You throw it at the enemy. They want to dodge it. If they get hit twice in one life, they're like KO'd. But in between all the different trick shots you can do, the catches and like perfect catches when people are throwing it at you, being able to curl up into a ball and have other people throw you, the special different balls,
just like those slight ways you can outplay people.
Yeah,
it's like really cool.
Dashes, you can push people off maps. You can glide. Like, it seems really simple, and you're like, how in the world would there be enough content in this game? But then you get into a match and you realize just how nuanced it is and how fun it is, especially when you get into it, because like all matches are best of 3. That's another free-to-play game coming out in April that I'm looking forward to playing. And so I'm hoping between that, Outriders, and Century, Age of Ashes, hopefully April's easy peasy, and then that transitions right into Hoods and Outlaws. Although at the end of April, like the very end of April, there's some game coming out too that
you're also missing one thing that's coming.
What was that?
The new Among Us map.
Oh, that's true. That's the end of this month, isn't it?
Yeah.
New Among Us map. That'll probably last us one session. So unlucky, but that's all right. But it will be cool. Well, if we probably our friend group, yeah. No, we'll probably have to get some different people.
Yeah.
But either way, it'll be fun, I think. And it'll be good too, though, because like, when was the last time we played Among Us?
Yeah. And it'll be like getting back to the roots, just playing the map and learning the map and learning what the tasks are, and then you don't know which tasks you have if you are the imposter. So it'll be cool.
Yeah, my 1 million dead subs will revive and be like, he's back. And then,
I liked your title that said, "Please stop unsubscribing."
Oh yeah, please stop. I'm hemorrhaging subs. I beg you. It's fine. I understand. Again, that's a whole other tangent. I did want to hear from Blue about a Pokemon tier list. And he had no idea what we were talking about. But recently I wasted like 3.5 hours of my life.
I posted a picture that it was like Pokemon fans be like, and it was a tier list, and it had every Pokemon, and I shared it. And you really took it to heart.
Well, yeah, like the first link was like, here's the list if you want to do it yourself. So I was like, I'm finna act up. Fine, I'll do it. And I was like, it can't be that hard. But then I was doing it, and I realized, yeah, no, wait a second. That's a lot of Pokemon. Because they have all the variants and stuff, so it's like 900 something. And then on top of that, the problem was, as you get farther and farther, the website was not meant for you to make a tier list out of like 900 things. So I'm like scrolled out in Chrome to like 10%, and you have to like drag an icon, and like if I want to put it up high tier, I have to like drag it into one, scroll, drag it into one, scroll, drag it into one, scroll, drag it into one, scroll. So long story short is, I made a Pokemon tier list of every Pokemon. There are a few missing. If you check
out the DMs, Blue, I put the list in there. And if you have any hot topics or any of the Pokemon,
if you are curious to see my list, you can go to my Twitter. And there's a tweet, and then attached to it is like the bottom half of the tier list. And I definitely expected some hate.
Don't agree with the Steelix. I can't believe Steelix is Pokegasm.
So yeah, let me break it down. In my tier list, from top to bottom, we have Krogunk tier, which is obviously SS.
You put Trapinch in mediocre?
All right, calm down. Hey, whoa.
No one puts Trapinch in mediocre.
Whoa.
Which one?
You put Dracovish in mediocre?
Okay, wait, no. Dracovish was a mistake. I thought I put him higher, but I forgot.
My man, Kecleon in mediocre.
Yeah. Yeah. Kecleon, mediocre.
How
The whole
dare?
Let me break it down. So my top of the top is Krogunk tier. Obviously sitting at the top, Krogunk, my boy. Next up, we got Pokegasm, which is like SS+. And for me, in it, I have Tyranitar, Mega Rayquaza,
Okay.
Toxicroak.
Why is Steelix in Pokegasm?
Yep. Arcanine, Escavalier, Rowlet, Cramorant, Steelix, Scizor.
I respect this.
That's my Pokegasm. Then it goes on to like Amazinger, which has a lot.
Mega Pidgeot, my man. Mega Pidgeot high up there. We like that.
Seriously.
Mega Pidgeot, Fuego.
So Fuego. Then we have Amazing tier, Great tier, Good tier, Average. Then it goes down to Mediocre, a Miss, This Ain't It, Chief, Blame Whitney, which exclusively has Miltank. It's Whitney's fault. The Trash tier. And then below Trash is a Burmy tier, saved for Burmy, his evolution, and then some of the Semi-Sage, Semi-Poor, whatever. And then below that, we have a special tier for a Alolan Dugtrio, because in that one, we have a Alolan Dugtrio, Jinx, Perugly, the entire Clown water line of Gen 8.
They're not clowns. They're
whatever
like,
the fudge.
They're like circus
show animals. Yeah, it's terrible. It's cool.
What?
Then we got
like
the Donald Trump Pokemon and whatever the fudge.
Wow.
That new mythical Pokemon was.
You really did not like that new mythical, huh?
It's a testicle, dude. I don't know what the fudge that thing is.
Kind of.
I don't even know the name of it. It's that
it's not mythical. It's
whatever it is.
What's his name from Crown Tundra? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot his name.
Yeah, it's easily forgettable. It's understandable.
Calyrex.
Yeah. Calyrex, whatever. Is a Alolan Dugtrio tier. But then wait. We have one more tier below that. The bruh tier.
Klefki is not a bruh tier.
Yep. We got Klefki and is that Bruxish or whatever the fudge?
Yeah, that's Bruxish.
Yeah. Klefki and Bruxish.
Bruxish deserves to be there. Bruxish is arguably worst Pokemon of all time.
Klefki's right up there, dude.
No!
Dude, where are my keys? In the bruh tier.
I appreciate that you put Silvally in the amazing tier because most people wouldn't even put him there, and I appreciate that.
Almost because they're sleeping on him. I think he's great.
Best thing anyone's ever said to me, and he didn't.
I like Porygon. I disagree with Porygon. I think Porygon.
I was never big on Porygon. Actually,
he is Porygon a miss.
Yeah. I forgot to, I think, DM this to Blue, but there's like this cool like Fakemon account where they made this like theoretical Pokemon that'll happen in that Pokemon Arceus, Legend of Arceus or whatever.
Yeah.
And since it's like way back in time, it's like a dodo bird that looks like Porygon. And so the idea was it went extinct, and when they created Porygon, they roughly based it off of the extinct Porygon.
We haven't gotten like a great dodo bird design yet, have we?
No. So I think
I like the.
I don't know if I'll be able to find a tweet. But.
What's the one in This Ain't It, Chief, where it's like the Aztec bird who's a psychic type?
Oh well, I guess we got Doduo and Dodrio, but those aren't like Dodo level.
It's that Aztec bird that you have in This Ain't It, Chief.
Which Aztec
I think
bird?
it's sweet. It's like
that's
in the
Sigilyph.
Where's it? Oh yeah.
So cool.
Sigilyph is kind of cool.
Cool Pokemon.
But I mean, to be fair, Sigilyph is like worse Zaytu.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
I don't know about you guys, but I always feel like I'm looking at my screen now more than ever. And whether you're an avid news watcher or in serious need of a distraction, unplugging yourself is easier said than done. One of my favorite ways to rest my eyes and still get the content I'm itching for is by putting on my Raycon wireless earbuds and listening to something great. Whether you're catching up with your favorite news podcast, binging an audiobook, or powering through any workout with a pumped up playlist, a pair of Raycons in your ears makes all the difference. Preparation for my Peloton to come, I've been slowly walking and jogging a lot more, and the Raycons are perfect for that. They never fall out. Also, the battery life is 6 hours of playtime. You can unplug for a good amount of time. So what are you waiting for? Raycon's offering 15% off all of their products for our listeners, and here's what you got to do to get into it. Go to buyraycon.com/GG. That's it. you'll pay 15% off your entire Raycon order. So feel free to grab a pair and a spare. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/GG. buyraycon.com/GG.
But then, yeah, I definitely think some of them, like for instance, like the Dracovish, because there's 900 of them, I lost when I was ranking them. So I would have put Dracovish and Dracovolt or whatever, or Arcta Drake, whatever the fudge their names are. Those
Arctozolt.
two. Yeah, I would have put those higher. There are like a few I accidentally, because when you're dragging them and there's not, again 900 and you're like 10%, there's only so much you can do.
I like the woolly mammoth Pokemon.
The mammoth swine.
It's an amazing.
The Evo of Swinub.
Yeah, mammoth swine.
Mammoth swine.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like mammoth
Cute
swine.
looking.
Yeah. I got the whole Tepig line. Feel like they're hating on my boy Endeavor.
Endeavor.
Oh my god.
But I got Buzzwole up there. I know Rob would disagree.
Toucan's in there.
God.
I think
I
it's
see
toucan.
the toucan.
Mm-hmm.
The toucan is cool.
You put Buzzwole that high?
Yeah,
I thought we
dude.
were friends.
Buzzwole's sick, dude.
I thought we were friends.
Don't talk to
I
me.
feel like if you weren't into pumping as much as you are, I feel like
Yeah, maybe, but I am.
I also feel like Togepi should be in Pokegasm. I feel like the lore of Togepi. Put some respect on Togepi.
But up in Amazinger, I will have you know, we got a couple Gen 8s. We got Grookey.
Gen 8 was heat for designs.
Yeah, we got Grookey.
Heat.
We got Wooloo. We got
Yes.
Yamper. We got Clobbopus. We got Dragapult.
Dragapult, my
bangers.
boy. It's my boy.
Dragapult's a banger.
What's the Pokemon you have next to Palkia?
Oh, you got Gengar. We love that.
Next, oh, that's Darkrai.
I think that's the
Darkrai.
coolest.
Wait, where's
Pokemon
Giratina?
Design.
Where's
in the game.
Giratina? Where's Giratina?
Where's Giratina?
Where'd you put Giratina? Okay, he's an amazing. That's good. We're chill. We're
Oh, he
chill.
is?
We're chill. We're chill.
Okay. There's so many I can't even keep.
Ooh, I was about to lose it. I like the Sandaconda pick, by the way. People sleep on how good that
Dude.
design is.
I love Sandaconda.
Sandaconda is a good ass design.
Like, I think a lot of people sleep on Gen 8.
Is Sandaconda the pink looking thing?
The Sandaconda, if you look at
Bottom-
the bottom row of Amazing, it's the little
Next to the sheep, to the right of the sheep.
Oh.
Sandaconda. He's sick.
Of course, we got Graplocked. I love Surfetched. Of course, we got Snom.
Now you have to do with their shiny variants.
Oh yeah. Somebody's like, now do all shines. I'm like, no.
No.
Because like I started like the first 150, I was like kind of talking through for the most part. Like, all right,
like
let's.
your thought process.
Yeah, let's do. And then it's like, I was like midway through Johto, and it'd been like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be here all day. So then it was kind of like, okay, yeah, we'll put him. He's kind of cool. I'll do. And then it's just like Jenna. I'm like, oh my, I forgot how many Pokemon there are. Good lord. But for the most part, I actually haven't seen that many people that upset about it. Of course, everyone has like one of their favorites where it's like, how could you put my favorite Pokemon in X tier when it should be X tier? Like, is everyone's list going to have Krogunk at the top? Obviously not.
The
But mine does.
Krogunk tier.
Absolutely, dude. Krogunk, greater than all.
I'm looking at Trash Dude. There's really nothing I totally disagree with, except for the little Aztec bird guy, the pre-evolution to that guy.
Yeah.
I also
will
like
disagree.
Ditto. What's up with Ditto?
I will disagree with the Ditto placement. I
agree.
disagree with the Quagsire placement. Do not ever disrespect Quagsire ever again.
Sorry. But
How
Which one is
dare you?
Quagsire?
Quagsire is the big old blue blob in a mist.
Yeah.
He's under Electrode.
Oh, he's all the way down in a miss. Hold on, let me get
Yeah.
down.
That's what I'm saying. Quagsire is Quagsire. Don't ever disrespect
wait.
Quagsire.
somebody got super upset about Heatran and Trash. And I was like, bro.
You put Heatran in trash?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Mr.
It was
Fruit!
blue. It was blue, it turns out. Dude,
Which one is that one?
Heatran's
Trash.
sick!
He's
You put Phil in this!
Now he's really
yeah,
like,
wait, now he's like looking deeper. He's like, wait a second.
You
Oh no. Breathe,
put
boy.
Noctowl. You put Noctowl and who would miss?
Okay, you want to know why?
Oh,
I know I reason this. Because they got done dirty, they should have been psychic type. That's why they're a miss. They were actually categorized a miss because Game Freak
I like
messed with
Unknown
them.
because of the Unknown movie. You're not about Unknown?
It's literally the
You put
alphabet.
Slowpoke and miss.
It's cool lore.
You put Slowpoke and miss.
I'm sorry.
I also don't like how he put slow bro so low. I like how he evolutions. I think that's a cool kind of get a shelter to bite onto the tail.
I
Slow
can't
bro.
deal with this. I thought I thought you were cool, Mr. Fruit.
I'm sorry.
I also like Tangela. I don't like the Tangela.
You put Ditto in trash.
Placement. Yeah, that's probably my biggest gripe. Is I also
how
like
could you
Mr.
put
Bond.
Heatran in trash?
Sorry, dude.
I disagree with the Tornadoes, but I also understand why you would like that Tornadoes version.
I would put Poliwhirl way higher.
Well, it's just he did dirty because all the other alternate forms are sick, and then there's the giant chicken.
It's funny because he's actually like the strongest, like most OP of those birds.
I know, but
the Mega Evolution of Alakazam, not gonna, or what is it? The one that's next in Amazing. It's next to what's the dude with the 2 spoons?
Alakazam.
Yeah, isn't the Mega Evolution of that next to him?
Yeah, it's a Mega.
Yeah, that should be
Mega Alakazam sick.
That should be Pokemon.
I think all the Megas. I think I only put like one not amazing, but like
the Gengar one is cool too.
Yeah, all the Megas pretty much were just absolute bangers. Except
what's the one next to Tyranitar and Pokegasm?
Oh, that's Mega Rayquaza.
Oh,
sick.
Mega Rayquaza. Legendaries? You've never seen Mega Rayquaza? That's like
no.
That's like top 5 Pokemon designs of all time.
Look up shiny Mega Rayquaza and you'll lose it. So good.
Mega Rayquaza is like Mega Rayquaza
Delta
back
Stream.
in the like Mega Rayquaza is like super is like Mega Rayquaza will one day be the Charizard of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like he's just so tight.
I will say I do remember like one of the Megas that missed it for me was like Mega Ampharos.
I love Mega Ampharos. I actually have a little Mega Ampharos figure on my little platform where I have my monitors.
Yeah, that one just didn't do it for me, and I think
I love Mega Ampharos.
I think really the only Mega I didn't like is maybe Mega Gardevoir.
I think my only Mega I don't like was Mega Swampert.
See, I'm kind of like that whole like buff thing. I love that he's just like, just tanky. I like those.
My favorite part of this is Dado's comment that says, "I don't know what the hell Brutsier is, but I agree."
But I agree, yeah. See, dude, because he's like, "What the fudge is that fish?" And it's car keys. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm right there with you, dude. Yo, I had this on the list, and it just so works out. We got the Chipotle quesadilla.
I saw that was on the list. Do you want me to wait to give you my opinion until you eat it?
I can give you my opinion after the fact.
No. Okay, fine. I'll go in. I'll take a little bite. You formulate my own opinion.
Okay.
I literally didn't know anything about it. Claire just wanted it. She ordered. She's like, "What do you want?" I was like, "I guess chicken." I'm looking at it. It's got chicken.
Go. I'm actually interested.
It comes
taking
with
the retainer out.
It comes with guacamole, pico.
Yep.
Yeah, what'd you get as your side scoops? Your I like to call it the pig troughs.
Yeah, we got guac, sour cream, pico. I'm assuming it comes with this by default. We'll take a guac bite first.
He's chewing.
Come on, he already made his opinion up.
It's not bad. I'm not blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chicken always hits though.
I'm not a fan of the Chipotle quesadilla.
And why is that?
I don't feel like it's a lot of food. I feel you are getting less of tortilla and chicken and cheese and more sour cream and guac. Because you'll notice, Mr. Fruit, you will notice, finishing that, you will have a abundance of leftover pico, guac, and sour cream. Now, I don't like that. Just throw it all in a burrito. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like you're getting less of what you actually paid for and more of like the side bullshit.
It's a different delivery.
I knew that was what's going to happen because I figured, of course, they're going to give you too many condiments. That's what they're making you pay for. So I instead opted for black beans, the lime rice, and guac because those are the most expensive options you could get.
Okay.
Look
that
at
I
him
can
cheating
get
the
behind.
system.
I just didn't think it was enough. One, and two, I had an abundance of sour cream and red salsa. But thankfully, I did order chips on the side.
Always.
Which I think is
Always.
a must. I think that is a must.
Always.
When you go to either Qdoba or Chipotle, a side of chips is a must.
If you don't, it's heresy. Like,
I agree. Like, you need to get a side of chips. But yeah, so I thankfully just scooped it up. But yeah, it's good. But like, I think I just prefer the burrito or a chicken or a burrito bowl with a tortilla on the side.
But like, am I gonna go out of my way to get a Chipotle quesadilla? Probably not.
There are many other things I like at Chipotle.
I don't know.
More than
the more I eat, the more I like it.
I thought it was pretty good. I will say, the pricing is not it. Quesadillas should not be that expensive.
Okay, see, I didn't order. What is it?
It's like the quesadilla is like $8.
Did you DoorDash it?
I think she Uber Eats it.
It's like $8 plus, and it's obviously only online only. Admittedly, there is a deal right now where you get $8 off your meal on DoorDash if you order more than 25. That's why she did it. Mm-hmm. And you get $8 off for ordering the quesadilla. So
it's $8.80.
Yeah. So
okay, I'm gonna do it on DoorDash. I'm gonna not order it, but I'm gonna see what the total would be here.
Now
I'm gonna do the Blake or not the Blake, the blue
right, here we go.
thing, chicken, and then we're gonna get white rice. What was it again? Black beans,
white rice, and then guac.
Okay, and then guacamole.
Comes in a very nice container.
I will say this: adding guacamole as a side thing is adding $2.25. So with adding guacamole, I am adding $2.55 to the order.
Mine was for zero. Shit. They were like, "Damn, people can't keep taping our guac, bro."
They figured it out.
Okay.
Damn. Well, I guess y'all got to go sour cream then.
It's cheaper to order quesadilla with a side of guac than to just get guac.
Okay, so if I was to get one quesadilla, everything that Blue said on the side right now, including tip, DoorDash,
it's like $12, isn't it?
$20.
What the?
Okay, well that's DoorDash. Well, one, it's probably like small meal fee, a delivery fee.
Okay, subtotal $11.35, delivery fee $3, fees and estimated tax $3, dasher tip $3.
Yeah, so 50% of it comes from the.
So delivery. Yes, subtotal you'd probably be paying there $12.
But yeah, that's still a lot. I agree. Like at first, I was like, this seems fine, but I guess getting that much for $11. Nah, because like I ate that little bit, and this is all I have left now.
That's what I'm saying. It just seems like
that's what I'm saying, right? So like we have Taco Bell down here in Texas, and for the same price, I would get double that quesadilla, and it would also be better tasting.
Yeah, it just feels very thin. You know, I don't feel its bulkiness as a quesadilla. You know, I grab it, it's paper thin. You know, I don't know. I'm not about it.
I personally think it tastes good. I just think it's too expensive for the price.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get a quesadilla, like I'm gonna save $5 on that quesadilla and just go get one at T-Bell and enjoy that quesadilla more.
T-Bell quesadillas are underrated, low-key.
They are. They're fire.
Steak quesadilla with the spicy ranch
on the side.
It's different.
See, would you rather have that or that quesadilla?
This one feels like my arteries aren't getting clogged as much.
Agreed.
So I guess it depends on what mood I'm in. Like if I'm just all out, like I don't care.
Game it all mood. Game it all night mood.
Then like maybe a Taco Bell. But otherwise, this one I kind of feel like, oh, you know, it's not that bad. You know.
Yeah. But like if you're looking for something to order from Chipotle where you don't feel super full and you feel like you're getting a good portion meal, then I would recommend that.
And like watch it somehow be more calories or something.
When I go to like eat, and this is probably the American in me, I want to leave that place like fucking sick. Like I almost like want to feel
definitely the American in
yeah, I do not want to do that.
Like there's not a lot of people who eat to get like full as fuck, like to the point where they're uncomfortable, but I do.
Yeah, I know. Because see, at that point, I'm no longer enjoying myself.
Like I want to leave and sit in the car like,
Oh, it's so fucking much food.
Like, I think I'm gonna fucking puke in the car, but it was worth.
Yeah, like that was sick. Let's do it again. So yeah, I just heard about it, and Claire decided, hey, because I saw tweets about it earlier today. So I don't know, people just all about it.
I wasn't blown away. Sydney and I were not blown away. We thought it was alright.
I was more impressed when they came out with their queso.
I think their queso is so gross.
I thought the queso was trash.
I like the queso.
Ew.
Come at me.
It wasn't for me. Definitely wasn't for me.
Okay.
No, it tastes like it just tastes like white cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese it is. It's just like
it is white queso, but
yeah, like I don't like white cheese.
Okay, it's kind of this 2021. I don't know why we gotta like judge cheese by its color. But
I don't like white male cheese.
Oh, that's a mood, sis T.
Speaking of T, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Have you guys watched it?
Yo,
well, as of the time we're recording this, the first episode's only come out. Yeah, episode 2 comes out technically in like 6 hours.
I've watched the entire series, and it is Pog.
I've got a guy.
I'm gonna be honest. Cindy and I put it on. It might have just been the kind of mood we were in too, because we were kind of like doing stuff in the background, cleaning the kitchen and stuff. But we put it on the background and didn't really pay attention. But that's kind of, I think, it kind of.
Yeah, that's a you problem.
Yeah, that doesn't really.
But I did see something I did catch the end and went, "What the fuck?" Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, one again, we kind of talked about it too. We like briefly talked about it, I think, was the first episode was definitely more interesting than WandaVision, but that was because WandaVision was mysterious, slow burn kind of, whereas this was just like boom, you're getting right into it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like the whole bit. I like being able to see this side of things, and I know ratings wise, this is everyone's liking it more than WandaVision.
Had more people watching it than
it was. I think the most watched. I think, Falcon Winter Soldier was first, then WandaVision, then Mandalorian season 2, I believe.
That fucking blows my mind. Like,
well, we talked about it. Like,
yeah,
Marvel
like
is the kids' Star Wars these days. That's why.
Also, the damage that Star Wars had done to itself has definitely Star Wars. If Star Wars came out with a dope trilogy, because they had a chance,
whole season of Mandalorian before I watched it.
They had a chance to really bring back like this generation, be like, yo, this is Star Wars, and they were just like, yeah, we're just not gonna fucking plan at all. Good luck. Also, Rian Johnson's gonna kill your childhood.
But that is good news that the second season performed better, because it was that word of mouth, like, yo, wait, this is legit.
Yeah.
Like, this is Star Wars. Like, trust us. It's not the movies. Like, come watch it. And then people were pleasantly surprised. Like, oh, yeah, I'll watch season 2.
The fact people were like, trust us, it's not the movies, is depressing. But, it's also true.
But, like, yeah, well, it's also probably because if the Star Wars fan was burned out, it was probably because of the movies. So it's like, hey, I know you're burned out, but trust me, give this a try. It's a different
I feel
pace.
like Rob is, like, the perfect description of what the average Star Wars fan is like. They're just like, I just
nowadays, yeah. Like, after how just fucked in the ass I've been lately, like,
and then it was like, yo, trust us, it's actually dope. And then you're like,
yeah, but like, man,
well, maybe Star Wars isn't that bad, guys,
because it's not. Mandalorian's fucking sweet. Like, Mandalorian is awesome. That made me cry like a baby.
Oh, that's the ending. Yeah, I mean, we already talked about this, but the ending of Mando made me weep.
That was sad. I didn't cry at that one though, but that was
what
the little hand. Oh,
the hand, and when he takes off his helmet, I was like,
I was very close.
That shit hurt me.
There might have actually been a few tears.
Was it who's the Mandalorian? What's the actor's name?
Pedro Pascal.
I think was he saying he was like, he thought it was important for Mandalorian not to be crying, but like the actor in him couldn't help but like cry or something like that.
Oh, I don't remember. Maybe.
I think I like read a headline like that.
How immersed he is.
But the millennial in me, didn't read the entire article. I just read. Of
course. I do appreciate though that he's getting more attention. I really like him.
Hell yeah, dude! He was badass in Narcos.
Well, what about Game
Narcos
of Thrones?
Is such a good fucking show too. Holy crap!
I need to. I'm gonna put that on my list right now.
What?
Narcos is a great show.
I need to see Narcos.
You've never seen like the Pablo Escobar Narcos?
No.
Oh, oy vey, mate.
Oy vey, mate.
Come on, dude. Can't be doing my Colombian heritage like that.
I will say, Claire and I watched like the first 3 episodes of Schitt's Creek yesterday, and that was actually pretty funny.
Dude, Sydney was saying that is something that her and I should watch because her friends really recommend it.
Yeah. Well, that was the same kind of deal. Which, speaking of recommendations, Claire showed me this TikTok. It's the only way I ever get my TikTok. She's like, yo, let me catch you up on my For You
You really
page.
are a boomer in disguise, Mr. Fruit.
It's true. Sydney will go,
dude,
babe, can I show you TikToks? And then just goes.
Yeah. So, showed this video of some guy playing this rhythm game, and it was crazy. And so I was like, all right, what is that? Like, I got to give my shot at it. It's called A Dance of Fire and Ice. So I installed it today. It's like $6 on Steam. I don't think I've ever been angry in my life.
A dance of what?
Fire and Ice.
I love rhythm games, dude. You're going to make me act up.
Trust me, if I'm raging, I assume you'll do the same. Like, it was bad. It's like one of those things where I'm about to like slam my desk. I'm like, what am I doing? And then I slam it anyway. Like, it was so infuriating.
Did it just come out?
No, it's been out for a while, or 2018, 2019. It's like really well received. I hadn't heard of it though. But my God, I want you to stream it so I can watch.
Really?
Yeah, because
what kind of rhythm game is it? I love rhythm games. Like,
so it's like all you do is just 2 buttons. Well, technically you can only use 1, but I use 2. And the reason it's called Dance of Fire and Ice is it's 2 orbs, blue and red. And they go on blocks, and you just have to time them when they hit the blocks. But when one block hits and stops, the other one then goes around it, and they do their own rotation, full rotation. So you have to stop it before it does on the beat.
Oh, I've seen somebody play this. I've seen this.
And I was like, bro, let me at it. And I got to the last World 6 level, and after like 45 minutes I had to close it. I was like, I'm not leaving until I beat this, but it got to the point where I'm like,
all right,
this is unhealthy. Yeah, I was like, I need to stop this. And apparently there's like 19 worlds. And
you could do the first one.
Well, the 6th. And then there's all the custom songs and stuff. And
so I have to do worlds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and get to 6.
Yeah, if you can beat 6, that's where I tapped.
All right, well, now I know when I'm streaming tomorrow.
I don't get me wrong. Am I probably going to give another chance? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to step away. Even Claire the whole time was like, baby, you're kind of
scaring me. Was this today?
Yeah. She's like, it's okay to take a break. And I'm like, I'm not a quitter. I'm not leaving. I'm not letting this level beat me.
Mama
it beat
didn't
me.
raise no bitch, Claire.
Is it like the same kind of there's no like easy, medium, hard, and expert, or it's like all the same?
It's all the same. And the thing is, if you miss one click, that's it. You restart the whole thing. So that's why I was getting.
Oh, you have to FC.
Yeah, so that's why I was getting so pissed, because it's like the first third of this track is like a minute long, and at this point I have it down. But then there's this little bit in the next part that I have to figure out. It's like after 50%.
Yeah.
But I mess that up once, and then it's like a minute and a half to get back there, and then I make the same mistake. And then I'm so frustrated.
64 minutes played recently.
Okay. So then I probably quit after 30 minutes. But yeah, it was something else. So yeah, I'm interested to watch you stream it.
I'll stream that probably tomorrow.
At the very least, I'm gonna complete that level.
I'll tell you what. After we're done playing Apex or tomorrow, whatever we're doing tomorrow, after you raid me, I will switch to a Dance of Fire and Ice.
Okay. And maybe when you get to World 6, I'll play along and try and do it myself. But it's something else. And the crazy thing too is you can change difficulty, but you can only make it harder where every note has to be a perfect. Otherwise you restart too. And I'm sure there's some people out there that are just like, but it's something else.
Is there anything we wanted to touch on before I moved on to Patreon questions?
Nope.
Blue did say, we were talking about this off podcast. The CEO of Blue's Game did mention the podcast.
Oh, that's right. I was so excited. I was like, Okay, I'm not gonna say
specifically. I didn't know anything about this.
So it was actually really cool. And quite honestly, I have been getting senpai to try to notice me for a long time. And ironically, the part on GG Easy, I don't expect like GG Easy is like, oh, like this is where everyone who already watches us comes to watch us rant about dumb shit. So then when they tweeted out like, hey, they talked about the GG podcast, I was like, wait a minute. I don't expect anyone to listen to me rant on this. That's why I'm so good at ranting on GG Easy. So yeah, I was very surprised. So Robbie RG Sache. He actually used to be a competitive player in original Paragon. I don't remember all the team names, but this is how you know I'm a total nerd for Paragon.
Well, and I did like that. He's like, if you guys like what you see now, like just wait. So that was nice.
He kind of was like,
a little
just
tease.
Wait, bitches.
Yeah, he's like, if you think what we got right now is good, just wait and see. And I'm like,
okay, shit.
Oh, go on.
RG Sache.
My hands are shaking thinking about it.
My hands are shaking.
Tweeted out that we talked about predecessor stuff, and I was really happy and excited. And yeah, I've been trying to get Senpai to notice me for a while, and he noticed us. So
there you go.
Yeah, pretty
Senpai
cool.
Notice. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get Senpai Twitch to notice me still.
Good luck.
Twitch, Jesus Christ.
Papa Dadams asks, if there are any extended Dream Team Battle Royale, what would happen? Who would win and who would die first, etc.? We're talking just a Hunger Game-esque?
Yeah, like who would die first? Honestly, I'm gonna say Sammy. Because he's gonna be allergic to something. You know?
He brushes up against.
Well, that's
the
what I'm saying.
bark.
Like, if we're in the middle of like that Hunger Games dome or whatever, he probably hops in there and he's immediately like, he needs his meds, and so I think that gets Sonic out. So like, almost immediately we would hear like, "Tong." It's like Sonic has left. It's like, oh. Then
I would say Dado wins. He'd be like the nerd of the Hunger Games that like won that one year.
Well, see, I feel like it comes down to him and like Arios, and then Arios has like not purposefully been just like roaming this entire time and somehow made it here with dumb luck. And then it comes down to him and Dado, and then Arios is like, "All right, I'm jacked." And so Dado tries to outwit him, but eventually it comes to a brute strength fight.
And Arios takes
it.
Him out.
But then Arios is about to choke him out, and he's like, "Nah, just kidding, dude. You can have it." And then he like kills himself, probably something stupid like that. And then Dado wins.
I feel like Dado would win purely because Dado would outsmart Arios and convince Arios to off himself. And Arios,
he'd be like, "Arios, like just let me win." He goes,
and for the sake of comedy, Arios would do it.
He's like, "Dude, wouldn't it be hilarious if I just killed myself with these blueberries?" Arios, you just eat all those? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, these blueberries. Oh! And then people would be like, "Damn, that Arios."
Yeah, wait.
And then Arios would fade away like, "I did my job."
I take it back. Arios is second to die.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'll be like, "Oh, Arios, you want to team up?" He goes, "Yeah. Oh, yo, check out these things I found. I guess they're like poison blueberries." I'm like, "Oh my God, dude. Like, don't eat those, dude. Like, I've heard those." And he goes, "What?" And then he's like, "What?" And he's already eaten all the blueberries. Like, I was, and it's like, dum dum. There goes Arios.
but I could already hear him. I could already hear him like, "Were these poison, dude?" You got me, dude.
Yeah, then he's dead.
Sloths asks, mayo and ketchup together or ranch and ketchup together? Ranch stays by itself.
Ranch stays by itself.
Yeah, you don't mix ranch with anything. Like the only thing you can mix ranch with is with like Frank's hot sauce or something. That's it. That's all that goes with ranch. No ketchup. That's gross. Mayo and ketchup, though, is okay.
I know Claire likes it. They even make Heinz makes like mayo chip, which we have in our house, regretfully. Keep them separate. Keep them separate.
Regretfully. Oh, here's a question from Rob. Miracle Whip or mayonnaise?
Miracle Whip.
Really, Blue? You're a Miracle Whip.
Mayo kind of trash.
Really? I'm mayo.
Yeah, I think I'm
a mayo guy.
I need I need a very specific situation to be mayo.
For the longest time, Sydney thought Miracle Whip was mayonnaise and like didn't know that Miracle Whip is like its own entity and isn't mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically mayonnaise too.
But it's not. It would be called mayonnaise if it was mayonnaise.
He's really passionate about this.
I am, because
No.
That's why I asked. I was like, "What's your guys' stance on this?" I just think Miracle Whip is fucking gross.
What?
Yeah, but mayo's good.
Fair enough.
Mr. Walsh asks, think of a number, double it, add 6, divide it then in half, subtract the number you started with. The answer is 3. Why? I'm sure it's like
because I poop my pants.
Sure, it's like one of those like math questions that always has the same answer.
Wait, say it again. I don't think mine was.
Okay, what's your number?
Well, no, just say your thing again.
Okay, think of a number.
Uh-huh.
Double it.
Mm-hmm.
Add 6.
Mm-hmm.
Divide it in half.
Uh-huh.
And subtract the number you started with. The answer is 3.
Oh yeah, it is. Interesting.
I just think it's just like I've seen those. It's called like I forget what it is. It's like
black magic, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you like tell somebody that, no, like you're burning at the stake, dude. Not cool.
Johnny Krumer asks, how many 5-year-olds could you take if they all swarmed you at once?
I would beat the shit out of all of them.
Well,
Rob's still on the same. I am still. So there, like, I guess the question's been going around TikTok again. We are ahead of the trends, you know us. And so the theory is you're stuck in a corner against them, so you're getting swarmed.
Okay, I'm in that corner.
I said at best maybe 10.
They're trying to, like, you're saying they're coming to kill you.
Yeah.
And any way a 5-year-old can imagine killing you with their bare hands.
Lord only knows. That would probably do it. Like, think about it. They go for your eyes. They start biting. Who knows? Because you have to think. Because I'm thinking, like, at this point, they're like robots, and they're just like kill.
Bro, so, I think you're really underestimating your power. Like, I'm telling you this.
I'm grabbing one. I'm swinging some circles as long as I can, and then that's it.
I mean this without, like, sounding absolutely disgusting. If a 5-year-old was coming to attack me, and I'm in this corner, right? And I have the license to kill, I could curb stomp one of those things' heads off.
Okay, so you get one.
Fact. No, like I just have to push them down. Boom, that's one. Boom, that's
but at that point now you but at that point now you have like 6 on you.
No, like God, bye. Like
yeah,
dude.
See, you overestimate it.
I think I'd get like.
There's only one way to test this.
I get to at least 40, 50 before I get tired.
You overestimate.
How many 5-year-olds have you killed?
Well,
how many people have you killed?
Yeah.
How many walkers have you killed?
See, here's the thing, all right? Here's my strategy. I think I could take them on infinitely. And do you know why? Because you underestimate how weak the mental psyche of a 5-year-old is, all right? You tell them some shit like, your parents don't fucking love you. Santa Claus isn't real.
Whoa.
You're dog shit at video games. You're never gonna be good at Halo 2. If I told that to a 5-year-old Rob, you're never gonna be good at Halo. You're never gonna be good at Halo. Okay, well, whatever. 10-year-old Rob Fruit, like, you're dog shit at Halo.
Yeah, don't
like you're trash.
No, see, that would fire.
That would physically hurt you. No, not 10-year-old you. You'd be quivering. You haven't gone through puberty.
If you
your nuts haven't dropped yet. You don't have fight or flight response.
If I'm 10,
all you know is run.
If you say you're bad at Halo, I'm like, I'm fired up now.
Yeah,
I'll be like, 1v1 me Guardian.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. But now you're distracted. I'd be like, you're trash at Halo. You'd be like, yo, what did you say? Boom, knock your head off. You're dead.
Yeah, but now there's thousands of others me pissed. Like, what?
No, but they're different 5-year-olds.
So you say infinite amount. You would never be taken.
I just keep talking shit. They keep getting distracted. I keep beating the shit out of them. One shot, they're down. That's it. That's all I need.
Okay, I truly believe I could take on like 40 to 50 before I would be physically exhausted and they would eat me.
I don't think so.
Reacher asks, 69 penguins versus 69 chickens. Who wins?
69 penguins easy. Penguins are vicious, dude.
Bro,
are they?
What are penguins? They wobble. They like.
But also
it depends where are they fighting. Landscape does matter.
Let's just say it's even, like a even.
But what exactly? What would even look?
What even
look like? Yeah.
Because penguins have to be in a pretty specific.
Because like penguins, like if they're on ice and they're able to start swerving, well, if they can get in water and out, boom, like penguins. But if they're on land,
I would say if it comes down to like in the Arctic, penguins take it no problem.
Yeah.
But if it's in a warm climate, yeah, chickens are probably taking that W.
Yeah.
I think Mecha Penguin has more stats than Mecha Chicken though. So
yeah, they all just form up.
Z-Dog asks, you're at a bar. When an attractive person comes up to you and says, want to smash, which fighter do you immediately call dibs on?
No one would come up to me to do that. Is your first mistake?
Probably Mewtwo.
Ganondorf. Not Kirby.
I feel like if I'm going for like a noob stomper, I'd go for like Roy. Roy's a great noob stomper.
Or just Ganon. Just smashes. Like they don't know how to get out of him.
Sky asks, for Fruit and Rob, I see you playing a lot of Apex lately, and wondered what your favorite weapons are and your favorite landing locations.
Well, it's a new map now, and I don't know it, so I don't have a favorite landing.
I like the Kraber a lot.
Yeah, I'd probably go P2020 with Hammer Point or R301, just because I feel like that's just the best gun in the game right now.
R99, I think, is the best gun in the game. That's my pick. And then it says for everybody, opinions on Sacred Weeb number. What is that?
Yeah, what?
I don't know what that is. My bad.
Opinions on the SACRED Weeb number.
The actual 177013. The sacred numbers. What?
I don't know. I'm scared now.
I'm scared.
I feel like.
Should I know this?
I feel like we should get our resident weeb expert
Sammy.
Yeah, I don't. We're not initiated, I guess.
Sharkboy97 asks, if you could make content on anything right now and have it perform well, what would you choose?
Final Fantasy 14.
Where to
Apex.
begin? Apex has been fun. If I could do anything right now.
Pokemon?
Maybe. Well, I'm just trying to think what I'm enjoying right now, which quite frankly isn't much.
Sag.
Maybe League, because then I could just do silly things, and that way if I'm losing, it's still for content, so I feel a little less tilted.
Have you been queuing lately again?
Yeah, and I'm just never going to touch League again.
Wait, what happened?
Went on a tilter lot the other night.
Wait, what happened? How much LP?
Well, I hit gold, so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll just keep
Were you playing
going.
with Kev or solo?
Solo. It was my first mistake. And queue up for jungle, because I'm like, you know, I want to play Kiana jungle, which is an off-meta pick. Not many people play it. Pretty low win rate. But I was like, you know what? Pretty cool champ. I'll play Kiana jungle. I'm 11-1 at 3 at 15 minutes, bro. I'm pup stomping. We lose the game.
Shocker.
That's how heavy my 4 other teammates were. They didn't even know how to be carried. So I was like, oh my God. Okay, whatever. But I still, like, I was going off. If I can just do that again, next game. I'm 8-1-2 by 15 minutes.
Same champ and everything.
Yeah,
or did
Kiana again, killing it. And this game, I have an Aurelia that realizes how to just, like, yeah, if we do this and I go in and we do that, like, we can just win fights. I'm like, thank you. We win. I'm like, that's great. This is good. Then I go Kiana again. And long story short, I had a Camille top lane on my team against an Ornn top lane, and they had a Galio mid. Our Rumble couldn't hit an ult for his life. I don't think I've ever seen worse Rumble ults. And so on top of that, and not roaming when Galio would, Camille kept crying for ganks. I'd get close to killing Ornn. Galio ults in. Our mid never roams. So I try a couple ganks early. I die a couple times. Kind of behind. And then it gets to the point where Ornn and Galio just literally raffle stomp us because they had tanks. None of us did. And our 80 carry bot lane was like 0-13. And so I was like, okay, that's a tilt or whatever. Next game.
I would watch this as content if you recorded these.
It'd be terrible. Next game, I was going to go Kiana. And then somebody's like, bro, we need somebody else, bro. Like, please. And I was like, okay, whatever. They're already tilted.
Oh, what were you like? Was that in like when you like
champ select? Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Because
say
like I
I'm gonna pick this
hovered.
person.
Yeah, I was hovering Kiana. He's like, bro, like please go like a tank something. And I was like, okay, well I'm not going to do that because I can't carry as a tank. It might be good for it, but this is also solo queue. And I don't want to be just a useless tank if you guys can't perform. So I went with like a bruiser. I can't remember who I went with.
Now League is like if you're doing solo queue, you queue into other people who are solo queuing, right?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
duo.
Okay.
So I think I went Udyr, maybe. And I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever been more useless. But at that point I was already so tilted. So
you wanted to play like a champ.
Well, it also just hadn't been going well, and like regardless of my performance, it was hard to like close out games, and teammates were being frustrating. So this game, I get on Udyr, and like 3 ganks early on, it's like the matter of a couple percentage of health of getting these kills, and instead getting counter ganked and like just the slightest difference in combat led me to being like 0-3 instead of 3-0. If I'm 3-0, it's a completely different game. Instead, I'm 0-3, and I went 25 minutes or 30 minutes. No, I think I went 40 minutes being absolutely useless. But I'm just like, can we surrender? Like, bro, at this point, I'm just sad. I just want to stop playing this game. Please, can we surrender? And they wouldn't.
I feel like League is like your CS:GO to me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Like, and so I was
the game you want to play and be good at, but you can't figure it out. I mean, you're way better at League than I would be at CS:GO though. Like you're mount ahead. Like,
but I go into the bedroom. Claire's already in bed, and I'm just like, tough day.
tough day at work. The office.
Yeah, tough day at the office. Just lie down, cry myself to sleep.
I'd watch those videos. You don't think they perform well?
No.
Just you tilting it.
Well, because majority of my audience too has no idea how a MOBA works. They have no idea what they're looking at. They just don't know any of the nuances, which I don't. But I haven't fostered a MOBA community. Like nothing I do is nearly the closest thing I've done is Eternal Return recently, and all people know is Booba. So I think that's why they watch, and that's about it. Yeah.
What about you, Blue? What content would you make?
He said Final Fantasy.
It'd be Final Fantasy if I were good enough to stream it.
You are good.
You are good enough to stream it. We're gonna figure out how to get you.
You're number 1 Gunblade, dude. How's it get better than that?
Link in the descriptions of the best VTuber artists you know, whose commissions are currently open. Impasta of Haiku asks, if you had a choice to choose any weapon from any universe as your primary and secondary, what would it be and why?
Gunblade.
I refuse to answer this. Way too wide. You're already giving me anxiety.
I'm gonna
give me at least a franchise.
The first thing that went to my head was the Lancer from Gears of War. That's the chainsaw gun.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying I don't know what I would pick. Can't
VR?
do that to me. Can't do that to me. No, well, I'm thinking like I just might as well get the most OP weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like why bother? Like maybe like the mini nuke, whatever, from Fallout.
The big boy.
Yeah, big boy. But actually, like some weird space thing that can just like bend time or something like that. All this kind of stuff. So I have no idea.
What about you, Blue?
Gunblade.
Free Will asks, which Temtem has given you the most trouble? Whether it's to try and catch or against an opponent. I couldn't name you a Temtem.
Artrax. The fudge is its name?
Archimedes.
Arcanax. It's something like that. It's that stupid poison, or toxic, like nature. It's just, or Earth has the worst typing, and I just hate everything about it. That is probably the one that gives me most trouble. And then I hunted a while for Momo and never got it. Luma. So that's still TBD.
The one that gave me the most trouble was Pajaro because I had to shiny hunt it, and then I did Luma hunt it, and I ended up Luma hunting it. So that was my longest trial.
I couldn't name you a Temtem. Tepiv asks, what is the most comfortable hoodie / sweatshirt you own?
Okay, I have this polo sweatshirt hoodie that I literally have owned for years now, and that's literally the only hoodie I'll ever wear. I felt lost without it because I left it in Colorado with fruit.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot.
Lost without you.
It felt like I had my skin back on when fruit brought it back for PAX Down.
Like, a part of me is left, but now it's returned.
But yeah, my polo sweatshirt. I don't even remember where it's from. I'm pretty sure like my dad got me it. Polo sweatshirt. Polo hoodie, whatever. I literally always wear it. It's a zip up polo. I love that thing. It's so comfy.
If I was to choose mine, it would be this hoodie. It is like a it's like nice wool.
Yeah, that's a
like,
stoner hoodie.
Like very like
I was gonna say it looks kind of like punch or whatever those things were.
Yeah, it just has a cool design. It's like very soft and like in the center of it, or like in like the it's just very like warm too. Just a great hoodie. This was my hoodie of the year for the year 2019.
Oh.
Or 2020. This was my hoodie.
Rob's official hoodie tier list. That's on the S.
Yeah, this is
for the award ceremony.
Yes. Not only is it great design and cool because I like Coke, it's also extremely comfortable. This is S tier. I will say a hoodie of the year nominee for 2021 just dropped today, and I will be buying it for resale.
Oh,
because I didn't get it today.
Yeah, I don't really have one. Because most of the ones I order are usually the wrong size. Like I ordered Dados, and they sent me an extra small.
What?
Yeah, for whatever reason. And then all my other ones just get too small for me or shrink. And a lot of the other problem too is, the hoodies I get for some reason they get so short where they barely go like my waist now. I don't know what it is. I'm not that tall. So I've just been in a weird hoodie funk. I don't really have anything.
We got to get you out of that. As somebody who feels like they're
someone get this man a hoodie.
I need to make sure my friends feel the same way about their hoodies.
Well, unfortunately,
as a friend, I haven't checked up.
You
on your
failed
game.
me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for not checking up on you, Mr.
Hoodie season is almost over though, and I'm very excited.
No, it's not. Hoodie season is oh fuck, it is almost over. That's not gonna stop me from wearing a hoodie though.
I'm waiting for hammock weather. My life.
See, the thing is, hoodie season can be every season if you just don't wear anything under the hoodie.
No, I still sweat, like, especially if I don't have someone.
Okay, but
over.
You could literally be wearing nothing and you'd be sweating.
You're not wrong. I currently have a fan blowing on my face, and I'm still red because I'm so hot.
Couple questions left. From Fire Rasengan asks,
Rasengan, bro.
Jesus.
Whatever.
Get it together.
Would you guys play Dead by Daylight with the Dream Team?
I mean, we did once upon a time.
We did back in the day, cafe.
I want to play it with Ohm because I think it'd be fun to play with Ohm.
Ohm would murder.
Poop on us, dude.
See, do you remember when
But he could like fuck with us and shit. You know
no, do you remember when Ohm played the? Anytime Ohm knows how to play a game, he relentlessly bullies you.
It's not like, I'll take it easy on you. He's like, this is my content.
Like he's like this. This is my video now.
Yeah. I own this now.
I don't want to give him that power.
Yeah, I'd be down.
If it was only a lobby of us like plebs, sure.
You know who like loves Dead by Daylight? Blake. Like I know if we did a Dead by Daylight video, he would be super down to play it. The last question is from Blemish. What do you think of the show American Gods? I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
All right, well, let me read the quick synopsis that I can find for you.
That's 2017 drama.
American Gods. Ex-convict Shadow Moon roams a world he doesn't understand, left adrift by the recent and tragic death of his wife. Little does he know, his life is about to change after he meets a crafty, charismatic con man named Mr. Wednesday, who offers a shadow a job as his bodyguard.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never
heard of it. Yeah, I guess I'll look.
Never heard of it.
I guess the finale just aired. So
interesting. I love Ian McShane. He's in it.
Is that it for the
question? That's it.
That will do it then for this episode of the GG Over Easy podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 78 or 9.
8.
78. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching and or listening and supporting us with whatever you do. whether it's just
Thank
doing
you.
that or reviewing or anything. Yeah, we appreciate you. We love you. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned next week for the Kong and Godzilla episode.
Yeah, so
it's not 4 hours, so it probably won't be a whole podcast like Justice League. But
I don't know, dude. If it doesn't end the way, I mean, hey, Star Wars was a full podcast.
Whoa, yo, hold up! I just want to mark this moment before we all leave. Mm-hmm. We actually got to every single thing we listed.
That might be a podcast first in 7 years.
I don't think we've ever done that.
Legit.
No, I don't think so either. That's incredible. Wow.
Legit.
Hey.
Well, I don't think we've ever. We actually.
Good job, us.
And we remembered a review.
And oh my god!
Wow.
Hey.
How did we do that?
And guess what? We ain't doing a meme.
We remember, but we're not doing it.
It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. With that is this episode. We will see you guys next Sunday in the next episode. Farewell.
Peace.